What's up with the squad? Back with another video. I seen this how I was going out. Make sure y'all hit that like with the subscribe button for me, please. Definitely apologize, y'all. Y'all know I live in Indiana, so literally we have the game on everywhere. IU and Notre Dame. So it's pretty crazy. Not even gonna lie. But you already know. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in, watching this video. You already know what time it is. Let's get into it.
It's about assassination attempts, but I guess that's too much to ask from The View. I mean, I got to ask you, because they said it. Are you aware of any plots from Elon Musk to push President Trump down the stairs?
That's insane.
Absolutely not. Let me be unequivocally clear about that. And watching this clip, I couldn't help but think how ironic that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists. But they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years. They likened President Trump to Hitler. They have mocked him. They have shamed him. They have lied about him consistently on their show. And it was a joy to watch them on November the 6th when they realized that tens of millions of Americans do not listen to the lies that they have spewed. These women are completely out of touch with reality. And you're right, ABC should wake up. They just paid $15 million to President Trump's future library. That's a great thing for the American people.
And my thing is they sitting there letting The View say and do whatever they want to, not even knowing. And that's what I find like crazy to me. It's just a simple fact that y'all literally got The View and all these ladies putting out lies, fake news, this, that, and the other, and ABC just paid all that bread. They should, I'm telling y'all, I don't know why and how. I honestly don't know how that show is still running. When I say that, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be hateful or nothing. It's just a simple fact of them doing what they doing, saying what they saying, and it's only a matter of time.
It is. You know, I wanted to start with that crazy absurdity because during my tenure as White House press secretary, there was a lot of absurdities coming from the press. I remember one briefing where Ryan Lizza bizarrely asked me if Trump was happy that the South lost the Civil War, to which, like, you could see me, I stopped, I looked at him and said, that is absurd. I mean, you'll deal with these kind of crazy questions from the White House podium. How do you plan to deal with it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I absolutely will. I feel prepared to do that. I've been facing the media now, speaking on behalf of President Trump on the campaign trail for the past couple of years. And we are expecting the media to be hostile. However, Kaylee, if you do talk to a lot of these reporters off the record, they will tell you they look forward to more press transparency and access. And while we will expose the fake news when they are fake, we will hold them accountable for their lies and smears of President Trump. I can also assure the American people that they're going to be hearing directly from the leader of the free world. And the press likes to hear that too. That's something that has not happened over the past 4 years. We've had an incompetent, senile president, as proven by that scathing Wall Street Journal report that came out today and you discussed on the show earlier. You have a press secretary who hardly knows what's going on in the building and never gives honest and truthful answers. All of that is going to change on January 20th, as evidenced by President Trump's press conference at Mar-a-Lago this week, where he took nearly 90 minutes worth of questions from the legacy media. And so nobody cares about access more than President Trump. You knew that as his press secretary. That's going to change come January. But will continue to hold the fake news accountable, no doubt about it.
Karoline, you know, I
read one thing about it. I ain't even gonna lie. I think this is like one of my third or fourth videos seeing her. And I actually, you know, I like her. I like the way she speaks. You know, getting it out there and handling business. Somebody that actually will answer questions. Literally, if you had Karine Jean St. Pierre, whatever her name is, I'm pretty sure I said it right. You have her up here. We'll get back to you on that. Or she likes to lead a room. You don't want that. You want somebody that's, you know, going to answer these questions, get out what needs to be getting, you know, things like that. You need the real. You need actually what's going on. And she definitely, since this, like I said, my third or fourth video, seeing her speak, you know, answering questions. And it's about the way, you know, that she's answering them, you know, in a respectful way, straightforward, not beating around the bush. I love it.
This report from Media Research Center that there's been 96% negative coverage from the broadcast networks of Trump's cabinet picks. And yet polling shows a majority of Americans support them. And the reason I wanted to bring this up, and I would never ask you to reveal, a conversation you had with a reporter, so I just want to ask for a general characterization. You'd think after Trump got more popular raw vote count than any Republican in the history of presidential politics, won the popular vote, that there would be some press that's eating crow right now. In any of your conversations, do you get a sense that reporters are stepping back and saying, look, he's doing something right, and maybe we need to reassess how we look at this presidency?
I do think a lot of members of the legacy media are realizing that. I thought that was evident at the press conference at Mar-a-Lago this past week, where the questions truly were focused on the issues of the day. And there are a lot of problems plaguing our country and the American people right now. We are still entangled in a war in Ukraine. The Middle East is chaotic. We have inflation that's still robbing the American people of their hard-earned paychecks. We have a border that continues to be a mess. We have hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrant criminals roaming free in our country. Exactly. And so I hope that the media will focus on the issues that matter to the American people, the issues that led them to vote in a resounding way for President Trump on November the 5th. That's what President Trump is focused on more so than ever. We have an array of executive action that will be rolled out on day one to change the lives of the American people immediately. We have the House, we have the Senate. President Trump has big plans for Capitol Hill. And so I hope the legacy media will take a step back and realize that the American people haven't listened to their lies. Trust in the legacy media is at an all-time low. And President Trump ran in an untraditional media lane on the campaign trail. It's a big part of the reason he won, because he sat down with podcasters and social influencers and new voices that the American people are clearly listening to. And as President Trump's press secretary, we're going to find new ways to bring those voices into the briefing room as well, which I think will be a very effective way to continue to get the president's message out to the American people. Clearly, he did it on the campaign trail. We will continue that in the White House.
I might see Recklezz in the White House. I got something to say. Nah, I'm not even gonna lie though. What I absolutely love about is that it's given that is given that old school and that new school in a way. I'm saying that old school. You got Trump, joining in into these, podcasts, and talking about different things, and obviously still keeping it, a cool traditional way, but also being in a sense of, coming together with, younger Americans, the ones that, have different, podcasts and stuff like that. And I feel like that's one thing that I love, is that there's a lot of independent people like myself that, are loving to spread the truth. And that's one thing that I absolutely love, is I rather listen to that than listen to fake news. I always read, that's how I find my news, to be honest with y'all. I look on X, or I look at different other YouTubers that see what's going on. But other than that, I don't really watch the news. I see like clips of Fox News and stuff like that. But I feel like that is a new wave. I don't know. I absolutely love it. I love the fact that she's giving great answers, and actually answering, not beating around the bush, on top of, being on top of the issues that we're having. I feel like there's a lot of people that rather bash Trump and talk crazy about Trump rather than talk about the issues that, American people are facing. But definitely let me know y'all comments down below. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.